What is going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I'm just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. I truly do believe that when you get more money, it doesn't change a person's character. A lot of people sit there and they say, oh, the reason for why people commit crimes and do X, Y, and Z is because they just don't have the resources to live a normal life or a life that doesn't involve those kind of things. And that's bullshit. A person whose character is left wanting will always do bad things, and money actually makes it worse for a lot of people. Anyway, let's get into it. UFC fighter twerks on her opponent after a win, one day after shaking and crying in brutal waiting. Alain Perez celebrated her first round victory at UFC Paris by twerking on her opponent as she got up from the canvas. During the fight, during the fight night at the French capital, the Argentine took on UFC newcomer Daria Zeleznyskova of Russia. With a minute and change left in the opening round, Perez secured an arm triangle, forcing her opponent to submit early. Perez then quickly got up and began shaking her right hand on Zeleznykova's face as she gathered herself. As Zeleznyakova walked by, Perez repositioned her twerking to keep rubbing the winning on her opponent. Perez's second submission win brought her a record of 11-2 as she won her first four fights. On the other hand, Zeleznyakova suffered her second ever defeat in the sophomore's effort in the UFC, moving her to 9-2. First and foremost, 11-2 and 9-2 are still great records. I just have to say this. What did she do for you to be so unprofessional and for you to sit there and shake your ass in that person's face? It's in my eyes, it's kind of shitty. It's kind of shitty watching this. Hold on, let me see if I can get a good picture of this. Just in case, let me take a picture of this for the thumbnail. Just in case. It's kind of sad watching this because when people used to learn how to fight martial arts, back then or whatever, you had to have a certain level of discipline to do it. And yet, you always, whenever you see these movies where an individual knows martial arts, you always see the big bad guy who also knows martial arts. And it's like, who the fuck trained these individuals? And I can attest to it personally. There's a lot of people that will train you, and they don't care about your character. They don't care about your character. A lot of times you would believe that when you learn martial arts, a lot of times it's for the discipline. And yet you have these people who will train these people with deadly combat in deadly combat to hurt somebody or break somebody, and they don't care about the person's character. They just care about how talented you are in fighting. Anyway, so you got to ask yourself, what the fuck did Perez's opponent do to them? Now, reading this article, and from what I've also seen, I haven't found anything. This is just the way that she behaves. And listen, the girl has an OnlyFans. Perez, 11-2, has an OnlyFans. In fact, there's a video, apparently, I haven't seen it, haven't found it, couldn't find it. This is not the first time that she's done this. It would be one thing if the person who she was fighting was talking shit. I don't know if she was. If she was, then granted. If she wasn't, still. But there's a video of Perez shaking her ass in another victory, and the camera pans over to her son, who's like 5 years old, and his son is just embarrassed. Her son is just embarrassed. And it's just like, man, that kid is going to grow up to hate her. He's going to grow up and hate her. You know why? Let me tell you why. Because when when the other kids are embarrassed or are saying things about his mother, right? When the other kids say things about his mother, they're gonna show pictures of her butthole. Oh yeah, she got her only. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go. It's in the corner over here somewhere. Yeah, just again, like understand. Mind you, he's probably gonna end up trying to choke out the other kids. He's gonna have some real problems, bro. Yo mama a hoe, and she got her ass beat by. It doesn't matter, yo. It doesn't matter if she goes. It does not matter if this woman goes 19-3. They're gonna bring up that three forever. Your mom is a hoe. God damn. Anyway, let's look at the video.
Classic guard class.
Oh, this is getting tight. She's tapping away.
It is a submission win by Eileen Perez. That's what she.
Yeah, you can already tell somebody's gonna smash this bitch into the fucking canvas. Oh shit, I said the B word. God damn it. That's how you can tell how much I dislike this. I dislike this because there's supposed to be a level of respect when you're fighting somebody. There's supposed to be a level of respect. Even people in the hood knew back in the day, before everyone just wanted to shoot and stab people. You could fight somebody that you genuinely didn't like in the middle of the street in the hood. You would fight an individual, and you know what? No words. All the extra shit that people do, calling people pussy, calling people bitches, calling people hoe ass niggas, all of this extra shit, people used to just used to scrap back in the day. And you know what? 9 out of 10 times, you actually ended up seeing eye to eye. You may not like the person, but you saw eye to eye. You respected that person, and you know what? You probably didn't end up fighting again because there was a level of understanding at that point. Now it's just all about being edgy and disrespectful. That's sad. Despite winning, Perez forfeited 20% of her purse after missing the weight on Friday. She underwent a brutal weight cut to make 135 pounds for Saturday's event, and the effects were glaring when she took the scales. She slowly walked to the scale and struggled to lift her feet to the platform. Once settled, Perez exhaled, eyes low to the floor. Unfortunately, despite her concerning weight cut, Perez weighed in at 136 and a half pounds, half a pound over the limit. Nonetheless, she used the last bit of her energy to flex her biceps and point up. What, at God? Like this guy is doing? What? Yo, why? Walking contradictions. So you not only embarrass yourself, you embarrass the females division, which the females division has been fighting for so long for them to actually get recognition. Because this is not the fucking WNBA. You do have actual real talent out there in MMA. Remember, Ronda Rousey, mind you, even though Ronda Rousey, Holly Holmes, Amanda Nunes, Valentina, all of these fucking people are sitting there and they're trying to put Gina Carano. Can't forget Gina. Oh God, we can't forget Gina Carano with a sexy thick ass. We can't forget these individuals, and all of them at the end of the day, none of them was fucking. I mean, granted, Valentina, she does her dance and her her the dance of her her native dance, which is fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what dance it is, but you know what I'm saying? None of it is disrespectful for the most part. Even if they got beef with other people, you don't see them doing that for the most part. But again, women will be women. Disgusting women will be disgusting women. This shit reminds me personally of just like how her son was embarrassed when it pans over to look at him, seeing his mother shaking her ass in the ring, an octagon. Y'all remember that video of that young black kid who he was having some kid's graduation? And all these single ass mothers, black mothers, came out of nowhere, and they're all dressing and twerking and being disgusting. And you got this YouTuber that's exploiting these grown ass women, young fellas. So he's like 20 something. Mothers are all like 30, 40 something. And he's getting dubs, as they call it, or whatever like it is, grinding his dick up on the mother or whatever like that of the son. And the son got pissed off. He didn't even, you could see it in his face. He didn't really understand it. He just did not want his mother doing that because that was in his eyes embarrassing and disgusting. And he doesn't even understand exactly why he hated it so much. So imagine that. He sees this YouTuber that he probably likes. The YouTuber came on over to the graduation. First and foremost, why the fuck are you do? Why the fuck his parents? Anyway, whatever. Let's continue. Let's look at some of these comments. Had that boy fucking crying, yo. And no man was there because a grown man would have knocked the kid out. Grown man would have should have knocked that YouTuber out, and he deserved it. And the mother should have got pushed. Man, I'm sorry for the violence. I'm sorry. Alin Perez wins by submission and twerks on her opponents afterwards. Having someone twerk in your face after getting finished is the ultimate disrespect. Wow. Nah, this is crazy. I can't lie. She aimed it. Shake that. Yeah, she probably. We used to call chicks like this ring rats. In wrestling, we call chicks like that ring rats. That was the term for it. Anyway, damn. You think with all that twerking, she burned enough calories to actually make weight? God damn. That's that's true. That's true. That's true. Tom Crawford says ridiculous. Echo Nexus says Alan Perez and with the submission and the celebration, tapping out and turning up. That's how you make a statement. Yeah, it makes a statement, all right. Shows you got no fucking class. Taylor says Alan Perez is the pound for pound best fighter in the world today and is the greatest of all time. It's undebatable. Who the is she? Maybe she is. I've never heard of her, but I haven't watched it in a while. Let me see. Is she? Is she? Let me see. Is she? Is she? Is she? Is she? Is it even close? Nah, they're not even saying. They're not even saying. They're not even saying that she's. It's even fucking close in terms of women. They're not. Not even. Okay. If she was, she would be champion. Yeah. Is she champion? Is she? I don't know. Who's the champion? Hold on. Who's the champion? Amanda Nunes, Holly Holmes. Wait, hold on. But these are different years, right? These are different years? Not exactly sure. Now, I'm sorry. I haven't followed with UFC or anything like that in a while. Hold on. Here we go. Those are the women. Raquel Pennington, Valentina Shevchenko, and Zangwili, or Zangwilili, or however you say her name. I don't see. Okay, if she was, and mind you, she has an amazing record. Why is she not champion? Just saying. She a hoe. Modern women are just absolute trash. Very, very, very unprofessional. No sportsmanship. I'd have to get on. I would have gotten up and unpasted her silly. That ending was unnecessary. Come on, girl. You could represent your flag better. Scoundrel. She missed weight though. That's not twerking. I mean, look, we can call it what it is. Just because we don't like her, we don't gotta lie. That is twerking. I've seen black girls twerk worse. Spanish girls twerk worse. At least she don't got a flat ass twerking, because that would really be bad. Also, women, why don't men respect us? Absolutely. Absolutely. She missed weight. She got to fight because her opponent agreeing to catch weight, and now this, low class, does nothing good for the legitimacy of the women's divisions. Oh my God, having the tap because you can't breathe, and then there's a fat ass being waved in your face. How humiliating! You tap from a head and arm when she's on the opposite side half guard. You deserve to be twerked on. Whatever, bro. She's now become a villain to everyone. Yeah, let her turn into the Ronda Rousey. You saw what happened with Ronda Rousey, right? You saw what happened. Remember when Ronda Rousey first came into the UFC, a lot of women were not prepared for her. A lot of women were fighting in the UFC during that time. They were part-time fighters. They were mothers. A lot of them were mothers. A lot of them didn't take it as seriously. Ronda Rousey came in and she was a fucking storm. But Ronda Rousey had a lot of holes in her game, right? The three things that you got to be good at when you're an MMA fighter, you got to be good at striking, you got to be good at the ground game, and you got to be good in the clinch. Ronda Rousey was not good in the clinch. Ronda Rousey was not good in stand up, but she was very great on the ground. Very great on the ground. What was it that she had? She had the submissions. Very dangerous submissions and wrestling skills. But that's one out of two things. That's one out of three things that she wasn't good. I mean, that's one out of three things that she was good at. And eventually people picked her apart. And what ended up happening to Ronda Rousey? The makers of a champion is a person who gets knocked down but gets back up. That's how you become the greatest. You can't be considered the greatest if you ain't actually fighting against worthy opponents. You can't. So anyway, we'll see. But that's what it is. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Now understand, the mother is still sitting there, she's still dancing, she a rat. The friends are sitting there pointing in his face, still recording him, saying that there ain't no kids over here. It's a kid's graduation party. The kid is a 10-year-old YouTuber. I'm pretty sure he's probably 11 at this point. But this is exactly what I mean by money does not change. Money does not change nasty ass behavior. It just makes it worse. All these women all around, no fathers around. All these mothers around. Because it's a graduation party. Meaning there's all these single, for the most part, black parents. What do when they finally come up and they make money? They still do rat shit. The guy sitting there disrespecting them, he still uploaded the fucking video. And then you wonder why a lot of these young men grow up and they disrespect women. It starts at an early age. Where's the fathers? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you next time. For real this time. Peace.